Peace, love, and light, my beautiful gods and goddesses. I am Queen Spirit, and welcome to Veggie Me, Please. How in the heck are you? I know it has been a long time, but I have been on this healing journey. I am working to continuously being my over self, getting all the knowledge that I can to bring to you, going through experiences and learning so that I can teach you. And I am excited to be talking to you today. I had told myself that one of the things that I enjoy in life was doing these podcasts. I remember when I started them, I was supposed to be just talking about vegan food and being vegan. And it turned into talking about crystals, going through self-love and healing, talking about trauma, generational curses. I mean, we discussed it all. And I am glad to have brought you guys this information, because the more that I heal, you heal, and they heal, and it continues and it continues and it continues, because we as a culture have been through a lot. We have been taken from our royal thrones and been enslaved. And now that we are so-called free, we don't utilize our freedom in which the manner in which we should. So I am here to continue to grow and to teach you so that we can continue to fearlessly be free. So today, I want to talk about death. Is death the final goodbye? Do you feel like death is the final goodbye? A lot of us have some unresolved issues with some people that have passed away. Either it's hurt, it's disappointment, it was things that we thought we wanted to say or we needed to say that we didn't say. It's so many things that we hold on to when a person passes away, but we do not utilize the gifts that we have inside of us, and we are able to still have a relationship with those who have gone on to a better part of their journey. They completed their journey and now they are where they are supposed to be. But the one thing about us that is so amazing is, even after this avatar passes away, our spirit still lives on. And we are able to either continue to journey or just sit there and live in paradise if we have completed our task. So now we're on the journey of completing our task, and our loved ones who have passed away are on the spiritual side. I had seen an interview Lauren London did with Angela Yee, and she was asking her, would she ever think about love again? And she said no. She said she don't even want to date again. I feel her, because the dating scene in this day and age is just different. But that's neither here nor there. The point of it was her, what her and Nipsey had in the time frame that they were together, they grew a spiritual connection. He and her elevated each other on that spiritual realm, and he put it and exposed her to a lot of things. So that way, when he passed, he prepared her for when he did pass, that she's able to enjoy a relationship still with him, even though he's not here. The thing about it is spiritual relationships with your loved ones, your ancestors, those are the most intimate relationships ever, because it's only you and them. If you think about it, when he was here, she had to share him with the world. But with her, in her thoughts, in her dreams, in her meditations, it's only him and her. That is magical. I learned about this when I lost my son. I think he had probably been gone. Well, he had started trying to come and visit me in the beginning in my dreams, and I wasn't receptive of it. I mean, it literally scared me. It wasn't until I started my healing journey is when I got more receptive to allowing him into my personal space. And now when I do connect with him through meditation, when he visits me in my dreams, it's super intimate. I don't have to worry about outside interference. When he was here, I had so much clutter in my aura that I didn't have time or the space to be able to love on him as he needed me to. I didn't even realize he needed that because I was so consumed. I had so much garbage in my pathway. Well, now that I have removed the garbage and I have released it, I am able to connect with him without any distractions. You have the same power. I know there's psychics out here. I am friends with some wonderful people that are psychics, that are tarot card readers, but they are no different than you. A lot of us have different gifts that the universe gives us. But when it comes to being able to connect with your ancestors, it's like those are your tribe. You have a tribe here on earth, and then you have one on the spiritual realm. Those are the ones that are, it's a spiritual war out here, and you can't see it. You have to have those ancestors and those spirit guides and those animal guides fighting for you. You are able to connect with your ancestors. You don't need someone to connect for you. A lot of times we use tarot card readers to give us messages and things of that nature because that's their gifts. And I've had some wonderful, informative tarot card readings, but I have also manipulated my own deck, shuffled my own deck, and got my own messages. It's not something that I sit and do on a daily basis. I'm more so into connected with my ancestors through meditation, just talking to them, connecting through dreams, looking at the numbers that they send me. They always send me angel numbers, watching the animal guides that they send. I'm always seeing my red birds and my butterflies. So those are ways of being able to connect with your spirit guides. It's energy all around us 24/7. And just sometimes even sitting outside and just being in my thoughts and feeling the wind blows, it just makes me know that my ancestors are near. Sometimes when I be in my thoughts and I'm, feeling lonely or down, I'll start talking to them, and just talking to them uplifts my spirit. Death is not the final goodbye. If you miss this part, the avatar, look at pictures. Remember the memories, and then tap into your inner self and have a conversation with your loved ones. It's not the final goodbye. God does not allow you to have people in your life just to take them away for you to hurt. That's not what type of creator we come from. Our Most High is about unconditional love. Our Most High is about love. It's about peace. It's not about chaos. It's not about evil. It's not about hurt. And so when you look at death as a hurt, that's not how it's supposed to be. Death is a reward. And a lot of people don't look at it like that. Like, you're really down here warring. You might not look at it like it because we're not in those army fatigues with stuff on our face and got the guns, but we are still at a war. In any phase that you are in your life, you are warring on this side. And it's up to you what you do during this war. So that way when you transition, do you have to come back and war again? Or do you win the battle and set the tone for the next generation and the next generation? And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We are supposed to be turning things around. And you have to connect with your ancestors. They have messages for you. They know things on the spiritual side that we need to know over here that we don't know. They can warn you, and they can prepare you, and they give you gifts. Oh, wonderful gifts. Wonderful gifts. And it's so much better than these materialistic things that you think. It's power. You have the power, your brain, if you would just take control of it, to rewire and change everything that you ever thought. Just take it and throw it out the window, and then create your own way of thinking, because that will be your reality. That will be your lifestyle. That would be your true authentic self. I was talking to my husband and I was telling him, you know, your true self is really in the darkness. Like, you can't have light without darkness. And your true self is in the darkness, sitting there, calm, peaceful, and in joy. And they're waiting for you to allow them to emerge. But they can't emerge because you are so consumed out here in the light, in the world, that's in the light, with trying to be who you think society will accept you as to be, instead of being who you truly are. It wasn't until then that I emerged this unicorn. I like being a unicorn. I don't want to be who everybody else wants me to be. I wasn't happy. I was not happy being who. I wasn't happy being Cha. Let's say that. That's what they used to call me, Cha. Cha, everybody loves Cha. Cha's fun. She's a party goer. She'll go to any party, whatever. Cha, Cha, Cha. I didn't like Cha. I didn't. I'm peace, love, and light. I don't like noise. I don't like arguing. I don't like chaos. I like joy. I like when people laugh. I like when people have a good time. And I don't like drunkenness. But that's who Cha was. And I tried so hard to be what everybody wanted me to be. But the moment I became me, then it was like, where's everybody that loved me when I was Cha? But I'm okay with that, because what I realize is everybody isn't supposed to go where you're going. You are growing, you are outgrowing, you are making way for new. 2023, let me tell you, I have been advocating about gratitude, being grateful, cleaning out your closet, letting go, because 2023 is the year about planting seeds and harvesting them. All of these seeds that you have planted throughout these years will harvest in 2023. But you will not yield a great yield if you are still holding on to stuff. It's no room for it. I literally, for 2 days, well, on the full moon, the first day, I burnt a piece of paper with maybe a couple things on it. But when I found out the significance of the Gemini and full moon, honey, I sat for 2 days and I wrote down every little thing that I wanted to let go from when I was 5 years old up until now, because I truly want to walk into my future and my destiny with a clean slate. I don't want to keep holding on to things that no longer service me. Being mad at somebody is not doing anything but hurting me, because a lot of times people don't even know you're mad at them, or they don't even care that you're mad at them. They're living their best life, and you're sitting around mad at them and they don't even care. So let go of all of that. Have a conversation if that's what you need to do. Say your piece, or just write a letter. And when you do it, you burn it. You let it go and you say it no longer serves me. I even said I didn't even want my stuff sent back to the sender. I wanted it to die and never harm anyone else. And now when 2023 comes in, I am open to all of the wonderful things that I have planned. All of these videos, all of my cooking demonstrations, all of my wonderful vegan meals, all of this love and peace and energy that I'm giving you guys is all going to blossom into a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful garden of abundance and prosperity and success. And I have seen it on another video. She was talking about a gratitude jar, and you know me, I'm gonna do my thing. So I made me a gratitude jar, and every day I'm just adding little notes in it. of everything that I am grateful for. And so when the new year comes in, I'm going into the new year with my gratitude jar filled, and it's going to amplify, and it's not too late. You still can do it. Even if you just have a little jar, you ain't got a jar, use a bowl, whatever. Come up with your own thing. Honey, I made mine all cute. I got me a little crystal container, cylinder container. I got roses, I got rosemary, I got candellini in it, I got crystals in it to amplify, and then I added all of my little sticky notes. And every day I sit with it, I light a white candle, I meditate with it, because like I said, God blesses those that are grateful for what you have. Learn to be grateful for what you have. Stop complaining for what you don't, because God wants to know that no matter what it is, big, small, good or bad, you trust the process. I have trusted the process. I have learned to let go and to just fearlessly, freely flow, because I know that no matter what, I'm going to be okay. Stop being anxious, stop worrying, stop stressing, and live your life to the fullest. Connect with your ancestors, connect with your loved ones, make peace with those that harmed you, even if, and I know a lot of people are like, so I gotta forgive them. Yes, but you don't have to forget. Forgiving and forgetting is two different things. You don't have to forget about what they did, because especially depending on how detrimental it was, you're going to always remember it. But you forgive them, and then you forgive yourself, because that's how you make peace with yourself. Like I said, a lot of people that, especially me, like I was holding on to some stuff around when I was 6 years old, and I'm pretty sure that person don't even know my name at this moment. I held on to people who bullied me in high school, and in junior high school. And I bet you those people probably don't even remember bullying me, or they probably didn't think nothing of it when they did it. So it's like I said, you have to learn to let go. We go through situations for a reason. And it's to be able to show somebody else. Somebody is sitting there stuck. I remember I did a speaking engagement, and one of the speakers was saying that she had lost her son, and she gets up every day and she cries and she don't know how to get over it. And it hurt my heart, because I remember when I was there. And I was like, my purpose is to show people how to get here and past here. Because like I said, I know where I came from. I was a teenage mother. 4 kids by the time I was 21, and I'm here, and I love it here, but I know it's better from here. That's why I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. I'm grateful for where I came from. I'm grateful because it gave me an example. Like, you know how if you lose weight, some people notice you lose weight and you don't notice it. So that's why they say take pictures. I see pictures of where I was, and now I see where I'm at now. And like I said, I had to cut off a lot. People, things, places, foods, just to get here and to tap into my true self. If you don't believe that the things that you eat have a detrimental effect on your whole being, you need to do some research. Right now I'm reading African Holistic Guide. And when I tell you, it just all makes sense. It's like we had taken on eating the slave mentality on what they told us we had to eat. And still, even though we are supposed to be free, we still eat the same way we ate when we were not able to eat freely. And I'm not saying that you need to become vegan. Of course, the ultimate goal is to be your healthiest self. But just think about some of the things that our ancestors, something as simple as chitlins. And I know y'all gonna get mad at me, y'all chitlin lovers. I know y'all is, and because I used to be one. I did. I had somebody fry me some chitlins one time. I thought that was the best thing I had ever had before in my life. But Anywho, I know now that, man, just thinking about it now, it just upsets my stomach because I was so naive back then. I was just thinking about my mouth, my palate. But I wasn't even thinking about what I truly was eating. And to think about it now, it's like, man, and a lot of us are just so naive, or we just want to be that naive to where we don't even care about what we are putting inside of us. Anger, depression, low vibrations, low energy. Y'all wonder why we out here killing each other. It's because sometimes a lot of times we eat these animals. Let me tell you this. We eat these animals that are suffering these dramatic deaths to become a porterhouse steak on your plate, or a fat turkey for Thanksgiving, or a butterball ham. These animals, they ain't like they putting them to sleep and then they killing them. No, they bashing their heads in, and whatever they got to do is slicing them open and dicing them and all this. And I'm telling you, your spirit lives on. Animals have spirits just like we do. And the spirits of these people, these animals, I mean, are in these foods that you're eating. And you don't think that negative energy is getting inside of you? Now, I haven't seen anybody bash a head of a beet or some kale or anything like that. So when I eat it, I feel uplifted. I feel full of energy. I mean, truthfully, I love me some kale juice. It's like my body be craving it. And it gives me a different kind of energy. When I go outside and I'm in the universe and in the grass, I just feel so connected. This connection that I feel now is nothing that I felt when I was a meat eater. I definitely tell you that. And like I said, you have to look at what we put in our aura, in our bodies, and we ingest. Even with medicines, like I can go on for days, which I will, but let's just start with just cleansing our aura. And let's start with just letting go, releasing, being free from that. Let's work on that, and then we're going to start working on what we put in our bodies, what we put on our skin, what we put in our thoughts. Like, this is a whole process. When I tell you, this is a journey, not a marathon. It's not something you're going to be able to fix overnight, because it didn't take you to get here overnight. This is something that's a process, but you're going to love it. You're going to love it because it's going to open you up to so much more knowledge. It's going to put people in your pathway that you would have never thought that you would have crossed paths with. I never forget, I was sitting with my brother-in-law. Shout out to my brother-in-law. I was sitting with my brother-in-law, and he said, I remind him of a new age hippie. I just dress better. And honey, that just lit me up when I tell you, because like I said, I'm a unicorn and I like who I am. I love it here. I do. I don't have to pretend to be nobody else but me. I don't have to be uncomfortable when I put on my clothes. It's what I wanted to put on. I'm not out here trying to impress anybody, honey. I got my ring. So I'm only out here impressing me. And even when I got with my husband, the one thing he loved about me, I think, was because I was a unicorn. Because I was just straight up no chaser. I think my hair was something like this when I met him, honey. I had this hair. I think it was maybe a rainbow color. And this was me, plain Jane. And he fell in love with me. And this is how it is since we've been together. But I truly am appreciative of finding me, learning what I like, and having my own opinion, and creating my own lifestyle and my own vibe. The one thing about my new home is every room have a vibe in it, and I love it. It's colorful, it's bright, it's crystals everywhere, it's incense burning. I'm talking about it's a vibe. But definitely the more you tap into you, the more you will be able to tap into those loved ones that have passed on to their next journey or the next area in the spiritual realm. Don't give up on that love that you have for that person, because you still, this is the best. You thought being with them here was the best. No. When they have passed on and you just have them and all of their attention and their presence, and it's nothing else but you guys, it's something so much magical. It's like you find a deeper appreciation for love. Love isn't always about touch and feel and sex and all of that. It's about that intimacy, that mental. Ooh, that's one of the things that caught my husband. Well, my husband caught me. It was that mental connection. Like, the first day we met, we just talked. And that connection is what got me. It's like, man. And I think that's what got him too. And then he looked in my eyes, of course, and then he was hooked. But it was that connection. And your mind is a wonderful, wonderful thing. You have the power to create in your mind, and you have the power to go on any adventure that you want to. Why not adventure to the spiritual realm and have a connection with those loved ones that you are missing? They have messages for you. They want to tell you they love you. They want to tell you that they want to give you those unanswered questions that you have. They want to give them to you. And you have the power to connect. You are the strongest vessel to the connection of your loved ones and your ancestors. It's you. Not someone outside of you. You have the connection. They can assist you, but the power relies in you. You just have to do the work. A lot of us don't want to do the work. Doing the work is worth it. It's worth the journey. Like, a lot of us want to get liposuction and get stuff sucked out and get stuff put in, instead of doing some walking and some jogging and some exercising and some lifting the weights. It's a journey. It's the process. You ain't got to take the easy way out. You can do it on your own. It's all about tapping into your true self. We all have gifts, but one of the gifts is we are connected by our hearts and our soul. So there is life after death, and death is not the final goodbye. Say hello to your ancestors. Pray to them, meditate, dream, have lucrative dreams, and connect with them. They have some wonderful messages for you. And I am glad to have been able to have a conversation with you. I missed you, and we are back. I can't wait until I do the next video. I don't know what it's going to be about, but whatever it's be about, it's going to be informative. It's going to be fun. It's going to be laughs. It might even be cries. But whatever it is, we are on this spiritual journey, this healing journey, this self-love. I am greatness. I am joy. I am peace. I am love. I am light. I am peace.